First is sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
Football is right around the corner, and the NFC is filled with veteran quarterbacks more than capable of a Super Bowl run. Nick Wright, Chris Broussard set to unveil their NFC picks for the coming season. Cannot wait for that. Hey, DeAndre Jordan headed to the Lakers. Another veteran. Will that move help or hurt LeBron's chances of winning another ring? And college football is back, and so are the fans. That is literally disgusting. Mayo-mania at college game day. Literally disgusting, we say. Good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome to First Things First. Jenna Wolf, we got Chris Broussard back, Kevin Wilds. We have an absolutely fantastic show, but I got to start by asking Nick, what bet would you have to lose in order for that to happen? Oh, this bet. Oh, there it is.
No, there's no bet. The ketchup and mustard, delicious condiments, top 4 all-time condiments, both of them. You rub the hot dog on your face, you have a nice meal. The mayonnaise thing, abjectly horrifying.
Absolutely.
No redeeming quality there.
Line has been drawn, America.
I like
All right,
mayo.
guys, NFL season starts in 3 days. You don't like it that much, Broussard. 3 days till we see Cowboys Bucks, but terrible timing for the news that Dallas received yesterday. They will be without all-pro guard Zach Martin for the opener after testing positive for COVID-19. A big blow up front for Dak Prescott, who needs that protection this season, and for Dallas as a team. Zeke called Martin our best player on offense. So that's the Cowboys situation. Flip over to the Tampa side. Tom Brady ditching the knee brace at practice after dealing with an MCL injury for most of last season. Brady said, "Oh, it's good for me to feel like I can move around freely. I had a knee sleeve on for 13 years. Just that little bit of compression keeps a hamstring from working the right way. You try to compress the knee to keep it more stable, but then you're also compressing the quad. This is the first time that I've been able to run and not think about it. I'm not going to turn into Michael Vick out there, but at least I'm not going to be super restricted." Watch out. Brady's run game in full effect. Nick, what chances do the Cowboys have, the Cowboys without Zach Martin, of beating the Bucks without Brady's knee brace?
Yeah, I mean, Zeke said it. It's called Zach Martin the best player on their offense. And I don't know if that's true, but it's certainly a strong argument can be made that he's the best player on their offense. And by the way, I should note, Chris Mortensen just tweeted about talking to NFL owners and GMs this weekend about the level of anxiety league-wide about COVID testing today. When so many guys were traveling this weekend, so many guys were back watching their alma maters play in the opening weekend of college football, or getting their last kind of weekend in before the season starts, that they worry there's going to be a lot more Zach Martin-type situations that come out of the testing today. So that's just something to keep an eye on. But for the Cowboys, I'd love to pick this upset, but they are not built the way you need to be built in order to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There are, in my opinion, there's 2 ways to beat the Bucs that we saw last year. One is have a ferocious front 7, particularly defensive line, and constantly harass Brady. That's how New Orleans got him twice. That's how Chicago got him. That's where they had their real difficulties. The other way would be the way I thought the Chiefs were going to be able to beat them in the Super Bowl, which is high-flying aerial attack. And you might say, well, Dallas has that. Well, Dallas might have that at some point. But the fact that Dak Prescott is going to be taking his first live snaps since his leg snapped concerns me. The fact that he didn't get the time this offseason you would have liked to see him get in the preseason games to get on the same page with his receivers. Plus, Dallas's somewhat rebuilt back end seems ripe for Brady to pick it apart. So, Wilds, I'd love to pick your favorite player ever, Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, your favorite team ever, to lose in week 1. Unfortunately, Wilds, I cannot go out on that limb, and I'm going to say the Cowboys' chances are very, very, very slim.
A man of true integrity won't pick against Tom Brady and won't have mayonnaise poured all over him. There are lines that Nick Wright won't cross, America, and you have found them here. Broussard, I will, however, pick the upset. Last week I had it 33-28 Cowboys. After consulting with the meteorologists in the Tampa Bay area, it's going to be windy, it's going to be a little bit wet. I'm going to bring it down. Cowboys 24, Bucks 21 for two reasons, my friend. The first reason is who's hungrier. I think the answer to who's hungrier is definitely the Cowboys. I think Dak is hungry to get back on the field. I think Zeke is so hungry, he's got a literal feed me tattoo. I think Mike McCarthy's hungry. I think Dan Quinn and the entire defense is hungry. And you might say, oh, but Wilds, that's just too simplistic. That doesn't matter. It does matter, and it has mattered, Broussard. After the Patriots beat the Falcons, we put down a banner, and Hall of Famer Julian Edelman came out with a Lombardi trophy, and everybody was happy. Oh, what else do we have to do? Oh, yeah, we got to play the Chiefs. And guess what happened? Alex Smith, aerial attack. We gave up 21 points in the fourth quarter, and we lost the game. Tom Brady's like, we need to, after the game, Tom Brady said, we need to play with a championship mentality every game. Bill Belichick was like, we kind of let down. So there was an emotional letdown. I could see it happening again. The other thing is this. The Cowboys defense has got a lot of new guys on it. You got Micah Parsons out there. We don't know how he's going to look. At least 4 new starters, at least. There might be more depending what happens. So if you're telling me the Bucks are bringing back all 22 guys, like, all right, I don't think there's going to be a ton of surprises with what the Bucks do. But just like the Chiefs surprised the Patriots, you threw in some new wrinkles a few years ago, I think Dan Quinn will have some surprises up his sleeve to throw at Brady, just throw him off a little bit. And the fact that they're hungrier, throw a few surprises and throw a little bit of wacky weather in there. Cowboys win 24-21.
Wiles, you stunned me.
Hey, it's out there.
And you've opened up the door. Since I joined you guys permanently, I haven't had the opportunity to say this. I've been waiting. I'm gobsmacked. I'm gobsmacked by what you just said, Kevin Wiles. There is no way.
A weekend.
Zero, zilch, none. That's how much of an opportunity or chance Dallas has of winning this game. They're not winning it. I'm willing to guarantee that the Cowboys do not win this game. I'm only a hair away from guaranteeing it's a rout. All right, the Cowboys are not ready to start the season against the best team in football, or at least the defending Super Bowl champions. Nick already mentioned Dak Prescott's first snap since breaking his ankle is against one of the best defenses in the league. Zach Martin, one of the premier linemen on offense, is now out. The entire offensive unit for the Cowboys did not play one snap in the preseason, Wilds. Not a game, not even a series, not one play together. All right, they are not ready. And now you got Tom Brady with this newfound mobility. Oh, it could be ugly, Wilds. Here's what I'll say.
Newfound mobility.
Here's the silver lining. Here's the silver lining for the Cowboys. It's only week 1. Zach Martin will be back, and their schedule lightens up tremendously after week 2. So it will not ruin their season by any means. But they're in for it. And I would say this to Cowboys fans. If they play Tampa Bay close, and I don't mean, the game is in doubt in the fourth quarter close. I mean 32-24, legit 32-24, something like that. Then, Nick, I think Cowboys fans and the Cowboys themselves should feel good about that because they are not winning this game.
I agree with most of what you said. 2 quick points before we move on. I want to throw one of them in Wilds. First one is, this is the first segment of the week. I can tell how fired up Chris Broussard is. Talk NFL footballs. We're going to be doing that all week long. With that said, we have 39, if my math is correct, it usually is, 39 more segments to get us through this week. Someone get my man Broussard some warm tea and lemon, because if you're so excited, the voice is already starting to go on him. I'm worried that by Thursday, when it's game day, I'm worried we're not going to have you. That's first point. Second point is, you mentioned the newfound mobility. This is like a take to wrap up, put away in the closet, and we'll unwrap it come, Thanksgiving or Christmas time. Wilds, It is more than odd that Tom Brady is all of a sudden like, hey, I've worn this knee brace for 13 years or sleeve. I'm now taking it off. I'm shocked he's doing it. I've never seen an athlete do it, and I would bet as much as soon TB12 voodoo marketing thing. That like, oh, guess what, guys? In addition to pliability and your reverse age, my joints are actually better than they were at 25. There's no other reason that he's not taking this knee sleeve off because he wants to run around more. There is no chance. This is all part of him and Guerrero's marketing thing. So just keep that in mind when he's like, oh, I'm not Mike Vick, but maybe a little Randall Cunningham if you spill it. Stop it, Tom. You've worn this knee sleeve for 13 years. Taking it off is a marketing thing. I guarantee it, Jenna. Guarantee it.
Okay.
84 hours and counting until we see Tom Brady without the knee sleeve. The NFL season kicks off. We'll see Cowboys and Bucs and what that all looks like. Brady and the Bucs are trying to run it back in the NFC. Similar sight set for Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. In the AFC, will Kansas City actually go 20-0 or what? What's the alternative? We'll ask these guys next. First things first.